teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Washington Huskies. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Football playoff game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense will be the first up today. We got a matchup on paper, Kirk, that really seems to favor this dominant defense. And unless this offense can do something special, it feels like yards and first downs are going to be hard to come by today.
What this defense does a really good job of is negating any ability at all to run the football. Puts you in obvious passing situations, and then they turn it loose and get after the quarterback. I feel bad for the offensive line and especially the quarterback today.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Richard. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. On the ground, it's Webb. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in.
Lost the ball short of the goal line. They retain possession, but that's a huge loss.
Well, just like running backs, quarterback.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Touchdown, Washington, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. The Wildcats offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And the Wildcats come to the line in a hurry up. And he'll drop back here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. It would be right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Looking downfield. It's Richard. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made down inside the 25. Touchdown, Huskies. They couldn't stop him now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
14, Kansas City, 0.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's a run. Running back's got it. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Second down play coming up for this offense.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Quick throw to the left side. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. No huddle now for the offense. Can he get there on the ground?
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The Wildcats will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Look at this. They turn him loose. He gets home for a sack for the Washington defense. Good call by the defensive coordinator. You think about it over the years, Chris, they got some really good linebacker play that can get after the quarterback.
That sack makes it second down and forever. He's looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the first down. They convert on third down now. Sets up first and goal from the 9.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Touchdown, Wildcats, as they fight back here in this playoff game. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down.
Personal foul. Rookie kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. And you keep it going here. He breaks free. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about. That combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They're going to run it here. Defense will make the stop, but what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So, Kurt, it's Washington in front. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Richard. Hit as he released it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And the wideout goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll run it here. They try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Can he make it to the marker? He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Looking to pass. It's Richard. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Clay. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking deep to the right side. And it's broken up though. Great play on 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Pass caught. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Now, if the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And the ball is hauled in. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. 1st down and 10 now.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. And the back now goes in motion. Back to throw again. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind. But look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Short pass finds the tight end. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. It's a shotgun run call. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Richard. Looking deep down the left side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Washington.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They'll tackle them about the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats come up to the line in a hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pressure is coming. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in. Roll the quarterback out. Anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And here's the return now from midfield. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 14.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. A tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. Chance for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a 2nd down. 2nd down after the incompletion. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark it right at the 1. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. It's a second and goal play for the offense. The one to the left trying to find pay dirt. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. So 8 plays into this drive now. It's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put in the scoring position before the half. Looking downfield, it's Richard. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And a diving catch through the sideline. What a play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them. Looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Huskies will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep scoring here today to stay close. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The Wildcats hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage, get a corner up in his face, and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that kick.
He dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. He'll hand it off.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. On the run here, lets it go. That's caught. It's Cruz. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the Wildcats will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is brought down. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. On the jet sweep. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Richard. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Handoff from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Moves out of the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass. It's Richard. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Now play number 9 on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Webb. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on.
Offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on the screen now. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today. And he's not done yet. And that one, my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the return will be brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now, your offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. So the drive begins here backed up at their own 9. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Wildcats come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Trying to catch the defense with the draw. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. And the Wildcats will send their punt team onto the field. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. He's going to try to return the punt. When he's got some space here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Excellent field position here for the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The pass rush closing in. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Back to throw. It's Richard. A deep shot to the right. He's got it right in touchdown, Washington. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. So, Kurt, it's Washington in front. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Motion now from the tight end. On the ground, it's Cruz. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
They'll give it to the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Behind the line, it's Harris. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Grabbed by the receiver. Looks like Kansas State will have the first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught, completion. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Trying to find room. It's Cruz. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. 3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Throwing off play action. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. And now the handoff. Look out, room to run here.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And the Wildcats looking to run some tempo here. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on 4th down. Looks like Kansas State will have the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. He's got it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. This quarterback on fire today. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Oh, they got it. The kicking team makes the recovery.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Hunt over the middle. It's Harris. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Grab down the middle. It's Harris. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Empty set now, 5 wide. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Anytime an out route is run the right way and the quarterback throws it on time, it's nearly impossible to defend. This time the corner's able to bat it down because the quarterback was a little bit late on the throw.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the move now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it, and they'll for a 1st down. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. They cover an onside kick. You never know.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands seem all over that to make the recovery. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be here? He's past the marker and still going. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away and they couldn't catch it.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The offense starts with a short field. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Here's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Richard. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that last touchdown just about...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a late, deep throw. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. That one sails too far, out of bounds, incomplete. The Wildcats will have to kick it away. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Defense can't do much here. The offense can just kneel down and walk out of here with a W. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.